Now I understand we haven't talked about methods yet, but for this lesson, it's important to understand at least three of them: the binary search, the sort, and the reverse method. As a reminder, the system.array class contains methods that associate built-in methods for our program, and these methods, they can search, they can sort, they can manipulate array elements. The binary search method is a way that we can find requested value from a sorted array. However, we cannot use this method unless it is sorted. It is not sorted in ascending order, or it contains duplicate values. So here's an example. If we had a data type array called ages, and it's an integer, and we had an initializer list from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we declared two variables called integer data type x and customer, we prompt the user to enter an age, and then we convert customer into an integer from the read line, and we can say x array.binary search for ages and customer for ages to find a matching customer. To find it, we would then do an if-else statement that said, if found, it was located at this position. If it wasn't found, then it wasn't located in this array. So to arrange the elements in ascending order, we can use the sort method. And so it looks underneath array.sort, which is called the array class.sort method, and then inside the parameter we put the ages array or whatever array we're working with. And that will essentially say that we had 2, 4, 3, 5, 1, would put them in order to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then from there we could do a binary search and say, please enter an age, and then we could convert that string back to an integer, and we can say x, find the age to the customer. So whoever age is 3, list out the customer name. Next is the reverse method. The reverse method essentially reverses the order in the array. It does not sort. It just takes the one that's first and then makes it last. Or an element that starts at index 0 would be relocated to length -1. And it's passed the same way the sort method does. We have array.reverse, and inside the parameters, again, you put the name of the array, and in our example, we use ages. Oops. Now I suggest you follow along with this. We're going to go work inside Visual Studios for a few minutes. It might make it a little bit easier when it comes to your homework, because we are going to be using a sort method in it. Now I want to make sure that this idea is very clear to you, so I'm going to redo some code in Visual Studio to give you guys an example of what it would look like inside of Programming IDE. So if we did something like int, and then we said, make it an array, age equals 1, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and then we made a new int x, and then we do a customer variable, and then we said console.write enter age, and then we said customer equals convert.toInt, console.readline, and then we said that x equals array.binary search, and then you type the name of the array and then customer, and then we do an if statement. If x is less than 0, we'll say this following line, age 0, not found, and then we'll say customer, else, console.writeLine, age 0, found at position placeholder 1. Customer, and then X. Whoops, put a period there. I got to change that. So again, as a recap, when I type in an age, we have an array of 4 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4, position 0 to 3. When we type in that age, the customer will say it equals 2, customer equals 2. Now X is a variable that is going to find the 2 value that's in the array age. And then X will output where that position was. In this case, it'll be in position 1. If it can't find it at all, then it'll output, hey, that output is not found. Excuse me, age is not found. So let's see what it does here. Alright, so we did 2 and 4, and it found at position 3. So if we said 66, it's going to say age 66 is not found.